Hey, good afternoon. Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And today, guys, we're going to talk about on our digital appetizer and virtual lunch and learn session, we're going to talk about society's addiction to highly segmented media. So what am I talking about? Well, think about this. When you turn on the TV, whether you have Dish or Comcast or whatever your provider is, what do you have as an option? We have all of our content organized by time and date. We have content organized by network provider. And then something that's recently started happening is we've got this ability to favorite content or to view, throw out that chronological what's coming on next format and skip to a category-based segmented preference selection format based on category. So drama, adventure, romance, fantasy, horror, all the different categories. So why have the media providers done that? Because we, as a society, continue to consume media at an unbelievable rate based on our preferences, what we want. Which really is the question that kind of naturally comes out of that is, why do some companies continue to push out and throw out slop content that's one size fits all? It makes no sense whatsoever. Think about it. When you turn on Netflix, what pops up, right? So continue watching, of course, new releases, trending, and then as you kind of scroll down, thriller, TV crime dramas. They get really specific. It's not just action. It's not just, it's really specific category interest-based content. And look at the massive adoption of these media platforms from Hulu to Netflix, Amazon Prime, all the different media providers segmenting their programming and content based on interest, based on these categories. Look at music, look at Spotify, look at videos, look at YouTube. Again, you have this category-based, interest-based, preference-based media content format. So why do companies, whether you're small, medium, large, it really doesn't matter, continue to just throw out one-size-fits-all content? You're missing the boat. So how do you, what is the secret ninja weapon for digital content segmentation? What does that look like? What is that tool? Because guys, there's a secret ninja weapon that I'm going to tell you about. It's blogging. Yeah, blogging is not dead. Blogging is absolutely the best way to segment your content and segment your client customer interest by category, publish that content, organize that content, dynamically present that content to your visitors and or fans and or clients, potential clients, prospects, putting that information together. Yeah, blog. Hello, guys. It's so easy. That's the correct way to respond to a customer-focused method of presenting your feature benefit for your sales and or product. So if blogging is the way to do it, then why are people doing it? I don't know. It's so freaking easy. It's really not rocket science. It's just a matter of putting it together. So how do you get started? If you don't have a blog, how do you get started? Well, there's a lot of platforms out there that you can use where you can go and create a blog content. However, the only thing about going to those third-party sites is the content is owned by them. It's not owned by you. And you got to be really careful with that because ideally you want to own that content. So my recommendation to you is, number one, to get started, is first of all, you really need to analyze the data and gain the insight to understand what your segments are for your customers, for your clients, for your prospects, for the people who you want to garner their attention. You need to understand how it is that they segment you and your business and your industry, because they automatically do. We are conditioned to automatically think in these terms. So what you want to do is gather that data and collect it by either demographics, psychographics, interest, values, or stages in the life cycle of if your business, has sort of that cycle of where people go in the decision-making process. And then once you kind of put your data in these buckets, then you're able to really identify, what these interests and what these segments are. Now, once you've done that, you need to prioritize your content by these category groups. And what I mean by that is, if you have a huge chunk of, people who are interested in your product as it relates to outdoors, you notice there's just a lot of those compared to, the amount of people who are interested, in using your content and or products or services indoors. Then you want to prioritize. So make a priority of, okay, we need a lot of content focused on outdoor use of our products or services, because the insight and data suggests that that is how people are responding and prefer to consume our content related on that based on previous sales and other data that we've collected. So number three, start writing 300-word short posts. Do a Word doc, right, and just write it out and create your content with the category in mind, specifically related to, in this example of, using our products or services outdoor. Here are 3 benefits to doing it. Here are things to avoid when going outside using, our products or services. So you need 12 in the bank in your little Word doc, break them up into separate pages. Now, once you've got those 12 ready to go, then you're ready to publish. So if your website is not on WordPress, then would be a great idea to get a separate domain or a subdomain. So you can do mywebsite.com/blog or blog.mywebsite.com. Either way, it's fine. Install WordPress, get your own hosting account set up, and then boom, copy and paste each one of those blog posts like we've talked about, segmented to your audience. And then you've got a hub that is ready to go. You can share it on social media across all the different platforms that we've talked about. And you can also send it out specifically to email, and you can start to group your data and your contacts by segment. So guys, that's an easy format to follow. How to get started: number one, analyze your data and understand the segments. Number two, prioritize your content by category groups. Number three, start writing out your 12 posts in 300 words or less. And then 4, publish it on your own domain, subdomain structure, and share it to social and your website, of course, as well as email marketing. And guys, that is how you can respond correctly to how the customer is adapting their interests around segmented, highly segmented media consumption. And you can use the weapon of choice for business ninjas. It's blogging, plain and simple. So those are my tips for you today on how to move forward in segmenting for success. My name is Michael Wynn. I'm the Chief Digital Officer at Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Thanks for joining me today. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, and have a great week, guys.